How many of you would believe me if I told you working out could be fun and exciting? My guess is few to none of you, and I don't blame you. Today I'll be talking about one of the most underrated and creative ways to work out, and that being dance fitness. If you haven't a clue what dance fitness is, no worries. I'm here to save the day. See, I'm very well versed and have a vast knowledge regarding physical fitness. I've been working out consistently for the past 12 years, and with my experience, I found that dance fitness is the best option for me personally. So today I'll be teaching you the steps of learning a dance fitness routine, and this will be done by stretching your body in the proper way and learning how to memorize the routine with ease. The first step that we'll dive into is how to get your body physically prepared for the workout, and this is by stretching. Stretching is an essential step in almost any physical activity. During my years of physical fitness, I've been able to master what I would call the proper technique for stretching, and that's what I'll be sharing with you. The first step is going to be warming up your muscles. You can do this by gently pumping your arms while walking, or you can try and do it by doing a favorite workout at a low intensity for about 3 to 5 minutes. Now this is a major help because stretching your muscles while they are cold will increase your risk of a pulled muscle. So be sure to follow this step. After your muscles are warmed up, you'll get into the actual stretching, like toe touches, hamstring and runner stretch, or whatever stretches you're actually comfortable with. So now that we've started stretching, the next step we'll need to follow is holding your stretch. This means with whatever stretch that you're doing, you want to hold that for 10 to 30 seconds. And I do know 30 seconds can feel like a lifetime once you've started holding your stretch, but it is really crucial in allowing your muscles to lengthen properly, and that's the whole goal in stretching. So be sure to also not bounce when you're holding your stretch. It can cause small tears or micro tears in your muscle, and that just makes your muscle less flexible and more prone to pain. So you're actually doing more harm than help. So keep an eye out for the clock. Be sure to keep your stretches from 10 to 30 seconds without bouncing. The next key to focus on is going to be keeping your stretch pain-free. It's a simple tip, and it generally means if you are feeling pain when you are stretching, you've gone too far. You want to back off to the point where that pain no longer exists, and then continue to hold that stretch. The next step to follow is going to be taking deep breaths while stretching. Many athletes subliminally end up holding their breath while holding their stretch. So be sure to breathe deeply and get as much oxygen back to the brain as possible. The last step in properly stretching your muscles is going to be stretching each side of each muscle, This is a major key in fitness as well as dance because it makes sure that your range of motion is equal on both sides of your body. Following these steps will help you avoid any injury when it comes to your workout. So now that our muscles are relaxed, we want to elaborate on how to memorize the dance fitness routine. The first step in memorizing your routine is going to be focusing your brain. This is a very important step that requires little physical work, and you can do techniques like counting backwards without letting your mind wander, or closing your eyes and trying to visualize an object with full concentration for about 3 to 5 minutes. And this is pretty helpful because when you know that you'll be learning new choreography, you want to give your brain some sort of mental stimulation. The next step in the process I use to memorize my dance fitness routines is called chunking or breaking up the choreography. It has been proven that we as humans memorize best when we break up long strings of details into sections, like a phone number. The workout will likely be taught in 8-count sections already, but feel free to go ahead and break those down into even smaller chunks for easier mental digestion. After chunking the routine, you'll move on to a technique I call the stop, look, and replay. With this step, you'll want to stop and watch the routine for a couple of run-throughs, and then jump in and try and mimic the choreography when you feel comfortable. It's very hard to watch and do at the same time, so this method is a very big help, especially for trouble spots. So if you're stuck, just stop, focus, watch the instructor carefully before trying again. The next step in memorizing your routine is focusing on the big picture. When learning a routine, you want to focus on the big strokes of the movement. For instance, your facings and patterns, and then move on to the specifics like your head placement and any footwork. You don't want to overwhelm yourself with too many details, so be sure to just keep moving even if you do miss some of the intricate moves. The next step is to play the song in a loop or over and over and over again. This is very helpful. The repetition will help you, on top of also being able to mark your movements if possible with a change in tempo or certain lyrics. So for example, if the lyrics "got them horses in the back" was used, you might note maybe taking 3 interchangeable steps backwards. So "got them horses in the back." Now the last and final step in learning your workout is going full out. This step is pretty self-explanatory, but you'll want to do the workout with 100% intensity while trying to hit every move as accurately as possible, because this is the only way that the whole routine will stick. So in conclusion, today I've taught you how to learn a dance fitness workout, and this was done by properly stretching your body and by following the tips and tricks to memorize the routine with ease. So with all this free time, maybe try and YouTube a Zumba class or any dance fitness routine. Well, you now know the techniques, so don't just stand there. Bust a move.